It's the middle of winter here in Canada. I didn't see sunlight for almost an entire week, and it's starting to impact my creativity. I need a change. I need a reminder of how amazing summer is in Canada. I'm going to give my office a desperately needed makeover and see if adding plants will give this space some energy. This is my newly set up office. Before we do a deeper dive into some of the new additions in this room, let's rewind 1 week in time and I'll show you what it used to be like. I used to throw my junk everywhere and I would just shut the door whenever somebody came over. It got so bad that there was no space for me to even work here anymore. There's a lot of potential here. It's a decent sized room measuring about 9 feet by 9 feet with an east facing window that gets a lot of morning light. Morning light is so important to me because I'm most productive in the mornings, so I needed this room to be a place that would inspire me to work. So here was my plan. I started with a blank canvas. Except for this ladder desk, everything will go. I'm thinking a cabinet here for storage so I can hide some of my junk in there. And I'll get my camera gear off the floor and up on the wall with a pegboard. This newly freed up space will fit a single bed. As much as I want a dedicated office, this is only a 3-bedroom house, so I need to have this bedroom double as a guest room. I'm going to explore ways to utilize magnetic whiteboards on the south wall as a place to keep notes and hang documents from. With this wall clear, I'm ready to start. The space here is limited. I only have 51 inches from the fully open door to the closet. I found this great office cabinet from Structube. Self-assembly required, but don't worry, it's not difficult. It's the perfect size, measuring only 35 inches wide, leaving space on either side. I find using every square inch is not visually appealing to me. If you're interested, this is the Fabio in gray color. I keep all the packaging for my electronics just piled up in the closet at the moment. I finally have a home for these. Is this considered trash for most of you? I like to keep them so they're easier to resell later when I'm ready to move on. With my camera gear, it's only a matter of time for me. I know this isn't the Instagram or Pinterest look with labeled containers neatly arranged in here, but this is real life. I need to live here happily. I'm ready for the pegboard. The height I hang it at will depend on the clearance over the all-in-one printer. I have no choice really. The printer needs to go up on the cabinet if I'm going to be using it. I can't believe how dusty it's gotten over the years. I know I want the pegboard centered with the cabinet, but that's not an easy task to do alone, so I always rely on my laser level. I line up the edge of the board with the laser. Now I can adjust the height without worrying about staying centered. Luckily, I hit a stud on one side of the support rail, but on the other side, I'll need a drywall anchor. There are so many ways to use the pegboard. I love the idea of putting my camera gear up safely on the wall. It's efficient for me to take a quick visual inventory of all my gear when I plan my shots. These pegboards are so flexible, it'll easily adapt to my constantly changing needs. I got this black one from IKEA and I love it. Is black a relatively new color? I didn't see it the last time I was there shopping for a pegboard at IKEA. I think hanging some plants from here would really elevate the look of this pegboard. I have a small pot and a slightly bigger one that I'll fill with plants. Let's see how this all ties together. As a temporary placeholder, this mature monstera from my foyer. Another placeholder is my baby monstera from my kitchen. I love the contrast of the green leaves against the black pegboard. I'm just testing this out to see how it all fits together before I commit. After a week or so, I should know if this is what I want. As for the pots on the pegboard, I have this spider plant. I love that it has some volume, but at the same time, these little spiderets are starting to form that will hang down from here. I'm a little confused about what to put in here. Your suggestions are definitely welcome. The problem I had with the little planter was that I wanted a plant that would trail down, but the baby monstera was directly below it, and I'm not sure if it would be a good look with them getting all mixed up. Anyways, so for now, it stays empty. I like the idea of bringing attention to this wall with the use of lighting. I can see this spot here being a place I stand at while printing documents or packing my camera bag. Task lighting is what I need. I want to cast light down over the pegboard and the cabinet. I think this will look great at night too. This specific light is a plug-in, so I'm by no means committed to this look if I grow tired of it over time. Have you heard of a grow light? This is new to me as well, but it's supposed to encourage your plants to grow indoors. As it says on the box, emits spectrum wavelengths and color for photosynthetic response. I'm using a grow light above the plants to encourage the plants to be all that it can be. Reach for the sky. I was told by a sales associate at Restoration Hardware that they use grow lights over their Bird of Paradise plants overnight, and their plants look amazing. So I'll be actively watching to see if this light bulb has any impact on my indoor plants. I think I'm ready to tackle the desk. This is a leaning ladder desk from CB2 that I've had for years now. It's not the most practical desk, to be honest. It's very small. It's better suited for a guest room for somebody to use from time to time. One problem I always had was lighting. There isn't much space on the desk for a lamp, so I found this great LED light from IKEA. I'm going to mount these under the shelf above to cast the light straight down on the desk. Its relatively slim profile should help it blend in. The key to success here is that it's battery powered, no wires. You charge it by plugging it in, or if you want, permanently plug it in and skip the batteries altogether. It's a short distance to the outlet, so both options are available to me. It's dimmable with 3 different brightness settings, which will help strike the right balance for the amount of light I'll need. Rounding out the desk is this stand for my laptop to get it up to the right height to work from ergonomically. I've also been using this Logitech MX keys for Mac, and it's been amazing. There are so many reviews out there already, so I won't get into why I thoroughly enjoy working on this keyboard. I pair it with the Magic Trackpad from Apple. The rest of the ladder desk is all about styling. To save money, I'm just going to work with what I already have around the house. What do you think about repurposing this watering can? Wouldn't it look amazing if we put a plant in here? Do you also have a hard time deciding between paying a little bit more for a mature plant with more foliage, or save some money and buy the plant that's smaller and just wait for it to grow? Not an easy decision. I decided to save the money. I'll share a photo on my Instagram of these plants later in the year when they've had a chance to grow, so be sure to check back in. I'm determined to throw away anything I haven't touched in the past year. If I didn't need it in the past 12 months, I definitely won't miss it. No more clutter. This mattress was in my basement. It's now the right time to bring it up into this room because I want to piece together a few whiteboards spaced evenly between the desk and the bed. Instead of buying one giant whiteboard, I got a few of these smaller ones from IKEA that I'll assemble tightly. These are magnetic too, making them ideal for the clips I have on my kitchen fridge. Important documents that are referred to often should be easy to access. I'm dedicating a little section to my YouTube content schedule. Every time I have an idea for a video, I want to keep a record of it here on the board and pick the best idea when the time comes to start a new video. Check out this magnetic case I got from Japan. I have the same one in my kitchen. Honestly, visit a Japanese dollar store if you have one near you. Their home organization section is amazing. I've had about a week to work in this room now, and I can say adding the plants have definitely made an impact. 1, I find them very pleasing to look at, and 2, they add a sense of calm, which is very very helpful when the workday gets a little bit stressful. Sometimes I'll run a humidifier in here, and just hearing the water work its way through the machine adds to that sense of calm. The plants are still on the smaller side, but I think throughout the summer as they grow, the work done in this room will be a little bit more impressive with the foliage. So stay tuned, I'll post an updated picture of that on my Instagram. Thank you for watching.